handle the heat. Yeah. You can handle the heat. Yeah. Out of system, you can handle the heat.
Booyah! Welcome back to another episode of Can't Handle the Heat. It's your boy G Swizz. We're out here in the bathroom, in the sink. Got my boy Jay to my right. Say what's up, Joe.
What's up, gang? What's up, everybody?
Whole lot of gang. Actually, I can't say that. Micah to my left.
What's up, everybody?
And we're really huddled today. We're excited. This is our most ambitious episode to this date because we only have one light bulb. I don't know if you can see that in the camera right there. And this is the only
low budget podcast.
low budget podcast. Lowest budget. We're thinking about doing one in the toilet over there to our left for our viewers. There's a toilet to our left here. We're thinking about doing that, but I don't think that's possible.
No lights in.
We have no lights in the toilet. We have no lights in the room. So there's about what is this, like 5
There's
feet?
one light bulb the entire.
There's one light bulb.
Literally what? I think I can see it on one of these.
And there's supposed to be 4.
Our electricity bills are close to 0.
All right. Our living room has 1.5 lights, and yeah, but this is all we got, and we're gonna work with it. We love it. Staying on our feet, down and ready, in my sports uniform. But boys, it's good to have you back on here, per usual. Let's talk about one thing first. Let's get a little serious, and then we'll get a little jokes. I can tell this podcast is gonna be kind of straight wild. We're so close with each other, it's so crazy. Joe, the shocking news from the U.S. Women's National Team. The national team came out for the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah. Lauren Carlini got cut. A lot of people DM'd us about that. Lauren Carlini got cut after she came on the podcast, and we were like, just telling her, like, there's no chance you're not making it. Do you remember we said that?
Oh, no.
How
No. Who said that?
We all said that. She's all trying to be.
Yeah, but I'm sure we're the least of her worries right now.
Yeah.
We don't matter.
People want us to get her back on.
We will get her back on. Heck yeah. I'll ask her the question.
What question are you inferring?
Why didn't she make the Olympics? Would that be a bad question? I feel like if we get comfortable enough, like,
you think
I'm not gonna be like, hey, why didn't you make it?
Yeah, they probably have I know. I was there in 2016. I was in the gym when everybody was finding out, and they had individual meetings. So I'm guessing they do the same for the women.
And they tell you why.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get a meeting, but I don't know what they're like. But I was there and I was practicing that day, and it was definitely some tears were shed.
Yeah,
tears of joy.
Well, now they're in a bubble.
No, tears of not joy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the people also like that are happy, they have to be respectful about it. So they're not like over here like going crazy. But the people that don't make it,
they go loser.
Yeah, no. It's not like that at all. But the people that don't make it, yeah.
Wait, so do they continue? Like, are they done practicing until?
No.
So they come back for practice.
A lot of people are alternates. Yeah, you stay and you practice the whole time.
Well, they're in a bubble now.
Well, right now they're in a bubble. Yeah, right now they're in a bubble.
Different.
But normally if it's at ASC, yeah, those people. Well, actually, you know what? I think maybe the practicing gets a lot more focused on those 12 and like they're on the court and everything's about them.
Probably more fire from the guy.
More than ever before, because before you're evaluating. So like everyone's getting time and everyone's playing, and then once they make the decision, I think if my memory serves me correct, it becomes about them. The practice plan is about getting those people ready, and there's some people around them to help because obviously you don't have enough to play even 6-on-6 because you take 1 libero and 3 middles. So they make the group smaller and more focused on those guys, but people are still in the gym for sure.
I don't care.
Big time. It's a crazy balance because it's like, how early do you call the roster? Because if you
There's
call
no
it
set date. Is there a set date?
No, they can choose it whenever. Oh, there is, but you want to know it before. There's a date where you have to enter your roster, but like, the women didn't have to do it right now, or they could have done it. Some teams do it like a year in advance, and then just focus on that team. Or some people do it a month before, even I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on the spot here.
Yeah.
The women's roster came out.
Yeah.
The men's roster is probably pretty soon from now.
Has to come out.
Has to come out, exactly.
Yeah.
Luckily, this premieres tomorrow, so hopefully by the time this comes out, we've already picked our guesses or guessed our guesses. Who do you guys think is 14 or 12?
12.
The 12 that are going to Tokyo for the men's national team. Go.
Whew.
I think the 2 setters are going to be Micah and Kavika. I think that's who they end up taking.
Yeah. I think Eric's
10
the
more?
libero. I think Eric's the libero, so that's 3.
That's 3.
I think Matt Anderson is going.
4.
Is it outside or an opposite?
We're gonna have to find out. We're gonna have to decide that right now. Taylor Shander.
5.
Gosh.
Max Holt. Just go with the easy ones. Max
6.
Yeah, Max has been hurt all year though
David.
and been in and out, so that's a little difficult. But I
Smith.
think Max will still go. David Smith, I think will
7.
go. So we're at 7, and we get 5 more.
Third middle, would you say?
Third middle is the hard.
Jeff?
It's really, really tough.
Mitch or Jeff
It's
or Mitch?
Mitch, Jeff, or Taylor Averill. Those are the 3.
Oh.
Right now, I think I'd go Averill.
Averill's
Currently, if you just look at
Averill's-
like what right now.
really, really solid, but I think throughout the quad, Jendrick's been the guy that they've turned to a lot.
Yeah, but if you look at
so
the
I don't
women's,
know. I don't know if they're gonna base it off of who.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're basing it off
didn't.
of.
The women sure didn't base it
Right.
off of the entire quad. Because if you look at the entire quad, the roster would shot. Like it was pretty surprising, I think, to see what the women came out with. Just if you looked at what happened across the 4 years. But I would say
So Jeff?
I said Averill.
I don't know.
I think Sproul will make a decision based on like here and now. Because you always hear that also in like,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
sports.
yeah.
It's like, what are you gonna do for me now? It's not like I don't know. I think Averill's in a really good position right now.
Holy cow! Okay, I'm gonna come back to that one. That one's the hardest one for me.
Well,
Oh,
so you're still
JC,
7.
Thomas JC.
That's 8
You
for
think
you.
he makes it over?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
he's a third because Aaron's not going.
Okay.
Aaron's not going?
Or yeah,
So,
Aaron Russell.
You think JC
most likely
okay.
was told he's out, but apparently he's at. I don't know,
Libero?
but no, he's. From what I've heard, he's done.
Done with like this quad or
Yeah,
done?
this summer.
Oh, I thought you meant like done after this summer. Wait, done after this summer too?
No. He's done playing this summer. Like he can't go to the Olympics.
Okay,
It's gonna
so
take
you're
too
at
long.
8 now. You still got 4 more spots.
So we have 2 more outsides, a middle, and a backup opposite. The backup opposite, I would say it's going to be Patch. Ensing's been playing super well,
Alright.
but Patch has been here nonstop, so I would say it's Patch.
Okay.
Now there's a chance that they might even take Ensing and then Anderson goes on the left, but I don't know. I think that it's Patch and Anderson.
I will say
So
though,
we
like,
need,
if that's the case, the U.S. is in a really tough spot. Like I don't see them meddling at all. If
yeah.
that's the case,
No, it's going to be an uphill battle without Aaron.
I think any lineup right now with the U.S. is really tough position for them.
Yeah. Well, I think Matt's going to come back and he'll be plenty good. I think they should keep Matt on the right personally. I think he is a lot more lethal on the right. Can carry a heavy load. But he's such a good passer. All right, 2 more outsides and a middle.
Yeah. Wait.
All right.
Yeah.
Or is it 1 more outside?
Because you got Taylor.
No,
and
2.
Thomas.
Wow.
Who's your?
Wow. Okay, so then TJ and Garrett.
Yeah.
Wow. All of them make
Totally
it.
different. That's totally different.
Oh, wow. It's totally different. Okay, yeah. So it's
Taylor,
Taylor,
Thomas.
TJ, and Garrett.
Yeah.
Who are we missing? That's it?
You have Brendan. Is he? In
Okay,
the
yeah,
picture?
those four. All right, and so
And
now we
middle.
just need our back. You're going with Averill.
I said Averill.
Averill.
Go Boyz.
Stahl is a sleeper in my opinion, but I think just
Rex
Jendrick's been
middle.
there, and the way that, from what I've seen, the way that they kind of operate in the USA gym, I think Jendrick.
Jungle Cat?
He's just been there for a long time, and he's been at a lot of tournaments. I guess I would go there. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Wow, that injury is huge. That injury is huge to Aaron Russell. And Taylor Sanders' ankle is kind of gnarly too. See how he'll.
Wait, did he
return.
break his ankle or what
Yeah, he
happened?
broke it. But apparently breaking your
How?
ankle is better than spraining it.
Yeah.
which
Ligament
is
takes longer.
Crazy.
I had that.
Snap my arm.
Like,
Dang.
oh shoot, it's sprained. Oh, could you just break it instead?
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
That is nuts. So talking about that, this is my question that I came up with.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually come up with it. I was sitting with a friend, and he just got to this point. But obviously, today's day and age, coaching has become a different thing than what it used to be because of technology and statistics and science and all of this stuff. Do you think the art of coaching is lost, or do you think that coaching is getting better, or which do you prefer, new school or old school? I know a lot of people are shocked when they see like women's programs, like the assistant is running everything and the head coach is kind of just like an administrator in a
Yeah.
sense. And I know there's a couple other programs on the men's side that do that as well.
I think most.
Whoa,
I think
whoa,
I would
whoa.
So I've heard.
Strokey, chill out, huh?
I think most men's programs are like that.
Here's the thing. It's different. It's different.
I don't know. The men's side's a little different because like you have a lot of programs that don't have the money to, so
Okay.
like McKendree
What is this?
or like a bunch of like these programs that coaches are doing a little bit more coaching
Yeah.
than just administrating work.
Well, I think all three of us grew up in a more like traditional, older style coaching, like coaching philosophy with our dads, and then I don't know. For me, I've always liked being pushed more in practice, even though like in the moment sometimes like you just hate them, but if you just look at like how much you develop like in that period, like I developed way more in my club years. I feel like
Yeah.
than anything. Like, you develop.
Well, do you
like-
think that it's become too much about numbers?
Yes,
And-
I hate numbers.
Right, and not
I
enough
mean, I know they're
about
necessary.
like I feel like coaches nowadays aren't. My answer is that I definitely think the art of coaching is like in sections getting lost, even though I think it's like an art. That's why, because he didn't use the word art of coaching, but like I put it in there. Like
Yeah.
I think coaching is art, where it's like you're trying to get the best out of your players. That's basically what coaching is.
Yeah.
And I feel like the coaches that I'm seeing nowadays are more like making sports about just numbers and statistics
And they make every decision about
and
that.
yeah, everything about that, and then
Yeah.
and they're kind of losing track of like the emotion and like the human aspect and
Yeah.
that kind of
I
sense.
think it's different for every level though. Like you say that, I think that's more like the higher level. Like the older you get, it's more like that. For the young,
yeah.
I think clubs do a pretty good job. Well,
That's true.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like clubs do a pretty good job with the younger people. That like put them with young like young coaches or young
That's
guys.
true. They're not talking about statistics
So
in
like
12 and under.
maybe when it hits maybe around the gray areas, like the older youth, like 17s, 18s, sometimes they're a little. But I feel like a lot of the clubs, at least down here, are some of the best clubs in the nation.
That's very true.
They're still putting the same coaches that were there a while back. Now some of the stuff is outdated, but I think obviously the best coaches here move along the program. Like people always talk about gold medal squared. I don't even know what the hell that is. Like what is gold medal squared?
I'm not
What is
super
that?
familiar with it, but I know that it's statistics based.
Yeah.
What the
By
hell
the
is it?
old BYU coach McGowan,
It's a cult.
Chris
Cult?
McGowan.
I don't know.
And I think it's just
Was it-
a lot of to do with numbers,
It's all numbers.
something like that. Yeah.
Everything's based on like percentages.
What does that even
Playing
mean?
the percentages. I don't know. It's just like gold medal score is just this like. It started off as just this like circle of coaches, and I don't understand. I don't really know most of
Yeah, I don't know
literally
I don't
a
know the
cult.
philosophy.
But they
but-
just have grown it, and they run camps based on it, and everything's just based on numbers. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
everything's
yeah.
just based straight
Do
from
they
numbers.
That's what I've heard.
Do they just stat
I don't know.
camps?
I don't know enough about it.
No, they have, like decisions, like training styles, like where they put defenders, like systems are all just based on numbers. So you play percentages, and it takes a little bit of like.
That's like the
I feel like
figure
it
out
limits like athletic players a lot. Because
Yeah.
for me, like when I like coaching, like the best teams, you kind of give them structure, and then you allow them to have freedom in there to do stuff and use their athleticism, and you try to structure every single thing. I think there are some teams that work better that way, but I've never been a player that works good in like super strict super strict systems. I feel like
I'm kind of the same way. I'm a wild
actually,
card.
well, defensively I don't mind that, but offensively I like a little bit more freedom.
Right. I'm the same way as you.
Well-
I think defensively, I like the structure. I like
Yeah.
like the more team aspect of defense. I think it's cleaner and more successful. Like if you have 6 people on the same
Yeah.
page, than if like everyone's making their own read, and unless you're on the beach. So I
Wait.
feel like the beach, it's kind of nice sometimes to like allow the blocker to make reads.
Yeah.
and
What
the
do you
defense.
What do you mean like structure? Like for example, for us for Hawaii, like what they would say is like for our structure of defense would be like block one and have them hit towards like is that what you're saying? Like that kind of structure?
Yeah, that's totally structure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, yeah. Like a defensive scheme is that the same thing?
Like
A scheme would be different than the structure. Structure's like there for a long time, but a scheme like would be either you use it once or
structured
twice, or
scheme.
you'd use it against a certain team. Like our defensive scheme for the matches, we're gonna commit on the middle, right? But a structure would be something that's a little bit more.
That's all we do.
like just base positions.
Kaulakoa,
Yeah.
block line. Take your. Let
Yeah.
it across.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, you guys want to hear some rounds? I didn't tell us to you, Micah. I told us about you. So,
About me or to
about to me. To you. Not me. To you. I haven't told you.
Okay.
I know it, though. Alright, so what happened was, obviously, I'm going to Bulgaria. Oh, my gang. You know what I'm saying? Eastern Europe, and I'm playing for Dia Volleyball, Burgos. So I'm super excited about that. But the thing was, I get a text from, I think it was maybe my coach or something. I'm not really sure. Sends me a text through what's the app you guys use? WhatsApp. Thank you. WhatsApp. And he's like, hey, I'm really excited. They just sent an article about you in the Bulgarian paper. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
So I pull this paper, right? And it's all electronic, and obviously it's Bulgarian picture, Bulgarian. I'm like, I don't know this, so I pull the double tap. I get the Google Translate out, right? I go copy paste, right? First line, die volleyball. Like I think this is when I was about to sign, so I was like possibly signing American champion libero or blah blah, and then it goes. And then I copy and paste the next line. It's like, oh, play with Rado, because Rado obviously is big in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Plays with Radoslav Parapunov, right? And the next line is, and then it just shows my, Joe, can you pull my Instagram really quick? It shows my latest pictures of my Instagram, and it's me, and it's our latest merch drop. I'll just put a picture up right here. I'll just put a picture up for them, Joe. And it's me. It starts off real normal, right? Starts off real normal, and then it just gets weirder and weirder. Like the second photo is me on a fence like this with my butt out like that. Next thing I'm in like a full spread and full like, and then you all
Dude,
these
I
pictures.
love that because like different countries get different things, and like I feel like this is going over their head to the Bulgarians.
Oh,
they
yeah.
think it's normal.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah, this is him. It's like, and it's like his new out-of-season merch, and like won't even like, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like that
because
doesn't. They don't catch that you're doing it to be like odd.
There was three comments left by one guy. Just look at the comments, and it's Bulgarian, and I copy and paste it, and it's like, the first one was like, this has to be a joke.
In Bulgarian?
Yeah, and
awesome.
then something was like, oh my gosh, and then the third one, it's like Gage Worsley plays a gay sport.
Wait, what?
Because apparently I was in the, and it could translate to reword the words there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But they use different words.
Exactly. And I just read that. I was just dying laughing.
But you play gay sport, but he's a fan and he was watching. And
Yeah, but like you can just think about it. Reword some of those words. You know what I'm saying?
Restructure.
Thank you, Joe. Not reword.
No, I know what you mean, but that's that last is a little weird.
I don't know, but it was funny, and I loved it, and I'm really excited to go there. So it's a nice welcoming gift. I'm gonna wear.
We should
this.
find that guy and give him like an system sticker.
Yeah, that's what I would. I actually talked to one of the guys there on the team. He's like 18. He's like, yeah, it's a big, yeah. There's a bunch of young guys there apparently. Like 2/3 of them are young, so it'll be.
I heard the young Bulgarians are good. They have some good talent coming.
Radoslav.
So I've heard.
Fun fact: Radoslav's older than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Radoslav.
But apparently he's like, oh yeah.
What?
He's older than me. I think.
Jeez,
Rado,
your team was so old. Rado was old too.
Patrick and Colton were all older than Joe this year.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of them are older than me too.
Patrick's older than you.
You're June
Colton
and I'm
might be older than
April.
you.
So unless they're in May.
Rado's right before my birthday. I forgot the exact day. But you're, I think Colton and Pat were older than you.
That is crazy.
Yeah, pretty routes.
They were still in college. That is a long time to be in college.
Yeah, 6 years. Dude, that's the thing. Like, I always say college never flew by for me. Did it ever fly by for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, in times.
How come? Like, think about when you were a senior and then when you were a
It
freshman.
felt really fast.
You're like, oh my god.
The first year was
Because
just
time passes by fast.
Yeah, but
in general.
the thing is,
So
you just gotta
everything's
stop
flying
and
by.
take a second all the time. Just be like, well, take it in.
Oh no, I definitely do that.
But then how does it fly by then?
Because it still does. Time still flies by.
Dude, if you think about like when I graduated, I was like, dude, I've been here forever. This was like 4 years ago. Like when I was think about how like all the crazy crap.
There's
you do
also
your
times
freshman
where
year.
you think that. There's also times where you're like, dude, I was in college for a long time. And I thought that at the end too. I'm like, dude, I've been here a while.
Maybe it just
But there's
hasn't hit me
also
yet.
times where it flies by.
Maybe when I go overseas, it'll hit me. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe we're on the road trip. Oh, road trip! Well, how long? What's the T? Well, it's airing tomorrow, Jeff. So, T minus.
Today is June 11th, so 11 days.
11 days.
We may have, I just talked to somebody, we may have a fourth member of our team as a substitute if needed
Talking about.
at Wapaka. And I'll give you each a get.
Okay,
should we keep it a surprise for people? Or should we?
Are they paying for their spot?
They're just showing up. They're like, hey, I'll just come.
Luke
I'll
the
just stop
legend.
by.
Coach Luke is making an appearance.
No,
All
somebody
the-
I talked to.
just
Somebody who could be of good use.
like heckler Shane.
Nope.
Shane's true.
Wait,
No,
give us a
no,
clue,
we
give us a
like
clue.
we
Give us
might
a-
actually want him to actually like step in and do things. Like he's actually good.
Sacks?
Nope.
Is that close?
But no, but he's someone that's like
Kofi.
gonna. Correct.
You're lying.
That could help us.
Wait a minute. Kofi's gonna.
Well, no, I was just talking to him today, and he's like, "Hey, wait, you're not gonna," because he's coming to LA, and we were supposed to make music, and I'm like, "Shoot, I'm gonna be gone." He's like, "What do you mean you're gonna be gone?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm leaving for like a month," because obviously he doesn't keep up, and I don't tell anyone. And then he's like, "Oh, send me your schedule. Like, I'd come by," and I'm like, "Dude, we go to Wapaka, and that's kind of close to you. Like, you should go to that." He's like, "Oh, okay, definitely." I'm like, "Oh, I'm just throwing you in as a sub."
He probably wouldn't play. Wait.
If somebody gets hurt, though, it's a good.
Would he be okay just sideline the entire time?
He said he just might just come to
Would he
stop by.
want to? Okay.
Wait, he could perform.
He would just want to see it. He could perform. I could tell him that.
Would you perform with him?
Yeah.
Then would you sing your songs?
Yeah.
That's sick. I don't even. This is the first time we heard anything of this. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Kofi.
Wait, how close is Wapaka? Where is he from? He's from
Toronto.
Canada. Okay.
But he's gonna
Direct-
be in the States, so I don't know. But he just said, "Hey, maybe I'd want to stop by and meet up with you guys somewhere."
That'd be freaking sick. How long? Wait.
It could be a good surprise guest on like a YouTube video. If people don't listen
He
to
could come
this.
to Dallas. He could come wherever.
Yeah,
He could literally
It'd
go
be
wherever we are.
he'd be a big star to get on.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say
That guy's everyone's dude. He's one of the most well known people in volleyball.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm going anywhere, the question I get is not like, "Oh, how was playing with like Matt Anderson or USA?" It's like, "Dude, how was setting Kofi?" That's
Yeah.
the question I get more than any other question.
So, what led to his career? Well, end in volleyball and continue in, music.
I think he just loves music more. He's a
More
really
money.
gifted athlete, but I think he loves music more.
If there's more money in volleyball, would you consider it more?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
How's
But
Kofi?
I think money was also part of it for sure. He's like, if I love it more and I can make more money doing it, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What other reason do I have? Like, you know what I mean?
True.
No, exactly. How's Kofi at short court?
I feel like he wouldn't be that great.
It would more just be a gauge pass. You set Kofi high and nobody's
I'm
going to
sorry.
touch him. That would be more of the helpfulness.
Okay.
Or him blocking at literally anybody that needs to
Yeah.
go high. And I just sub out. And you play defense behind that. High line
I
would
feel
be
like
a lot easier.
maybe in a big game we just go with us three. I feel like that's better though.
No,
'Cause
I was just thinking it. I literally it just popped up. I was like, oh, if you're going to be there. And he was like, oh, I might stop by. He wasn't thinking to play. He was just thinking just
Throw him
come
on
to
the
sit
roster
with
just to
Seth.
have.
Just because people are probably like, where's he? Like,
Oh, yeah, people probably
Just
look at the
throw-
roster.
and they're like, Kofi.
Put the fourth person, someone ridiculous, like Bruno Resende. Like, he's here?
Actually, we could because I just
Just have
realized
Jake Myers in a Bruno jersey.
Alpaca, we can literally. We should throw a ridiculous name on there.
Put
can
Sander. Put Sander on there.
Somebody where they're like, wait, they really have him? Jiba. Or someone that's not supposed to be at the Olympics, that's believable.
Jiba would be good.
Jiba would be good. And just keep saying, oh, we got a surprise. We got a surprise. Guys. We got a surprise fourth.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It is pretty sick though. I have to shout out our sponsor. We always talk about short court, and that is our sponsor. One of our sponsors for the summer.
Yeah.
Everybody's been asking us since we released the short court videos where to get the short court, and they're in the process. The company that we're working with, they're in the process of designing a short court system. We played on this system last 2 weeks ago now. That's freaking sick. It's this turf, like shorter net in the backyard, and that's kind of like what they want to go for. They want to go for this like portable system, eventually a permanent system that's designed for people to be able to set it up anywhere and put it in their backyards. And so for us, that's literally perfect partnership. We play short court every single day. We play.
It'll also be, I don't know if we're allowed to say this. If not, just bleep all this out. But it'll also be like a clinic going on
yeah.
and a new
Yeah,
style
we
of
can say
learning
this.
volleyball.
Yeah.
Because they have a curriculum behind the short court. They have a way that they want to teach volleyball through using this short court. And the short court, like itself, is specific to the clinic.
Yeah.
In a way, I don't know how much they have the patents or how much we want to share, but it is designed to teach volleyball as well.
Yes. Short court clinics. Everybody loves short court. We love short court, and they're fun. It's a fun way to play volleyball, especially when you have like younger kids. I think it's a perfect way for them to develop and grow. And like Micah said, there's gonna be clinics coming out we'll release that information once we get it. They're still in the beginning process of their kind of launch date too with their company, and so as we get information, you guys will. We have the email, we have the contact information for the company. Reach out to us, we'll shoot it to you, because we've been getting a lot of people asking just about that system. So that's sick. I let them know today too, also. So
one thing. I'm sorry. You saying something? One thing about clinics is our clinics. I was thinking. Obviously, we're going cross country. We're going to announce very, very shortly where our clinics will be and where our tour stops will be.
Every single stop on the tour.
Every single one. But one thing I want to. Obviously, we're going all around the country. So we're going, like you said, we're starting here, and we're going here, or something like that, right? What's the big thing we should go to? Is what I'm trying to think. Like, what are
people should tell us.
That's what I'm saying.
Once we announce it.
Actually, the thing about DMs is we get like I mean, we're not trying to big time anyone over here, but we get a lot of DMs. So if you could like comment below on the video of
the comments are the easiest way for us to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Please.
It's way easier because the DMs like we'll be somewhere and a couple hours later we'll come back if we're like running a clinic or we're pulling training or something, and then you just have a bunch of DMs and you just like it's so hard to catch up on them all. So we try our best.
Yeah, and then we're gonna release a video of where we're going, so make sure you just comment on that video as well. But yeah, one place.
And we come to your house. You want to invite us for dinner?
I'm literally gonna
barbecue?
wrestle one of our fans.
Yeah, Gage is gonna wrestle one of our fans. I don't think we told Micah that yet. Actually,
What?
He's a wrestle match.
Oh yeah,
we're
Ben
stopping
Ritzema.
at his house.
Shout out Ben Ritzema.
He's been an OG supporter, and we already set up the wrestling match.
Can they see this? Can they see this on camera?
Actually?
Straight up.
Is he a wrestler?
State champion, I think. I think he won the state championship.
He's gonna kill me.
Oh, he's a legitimate.
He's legit. Like,
I'm literally gonna.
What did you?
We're gonna pull up to this
Wait,
couch.
he's
I'm
a
just sprinting
state
out of the
champion
car.
wrestler and he listens to our podcast?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
He's the man. He's
Ben
awesome.
Richmond.
He's a huge fan.
He's been here since day one.
That's awesome.
It's true.
And
You guys aren't messing with me, right?
I'm not messing with you
Because
at all.
that name is starting to slowly sound like something that you made up.
No,
Ben
Ben
In my
Ritzema.
head, Ben Ritzema. I'm like, every time you say it, I'm like, it sounds a little bit more fake than the last time.
We're gonna roll up to the house as soon as the car's parked.
It's on
I'm
site.
jumping
John-
out. He's
John
gonna run out of the
Cena
house.
music.
I'm gonna go, and we're just gonna go at it in the middle.
As soon as we open the door,
It's on site. Yeah, we pull up in that. We should pull up in that.
Gage walks out with the belt.
No, we got out some belts.
We might have to have an out of system cage match wrestling.
Yeah.
With all of us, or just with him as well? Everyone gets a chance at Ben.
Ben.
Dude, Ben.
And it's for
He's
it's
stoked.
for the belt, and that person gets to have a belt for
the
have
whole-
the
No,
belt
we give him
for
one
the
of
year.
the. We give him one.
For the year, for the year.
We give him one of the out system stickers. Here you go, buddy.
Yeah, at least you should at least get that.
Nah, I will see.
But that's like the type of stuff we're looking to do. So you guys, once you guys see our stuff, if you're nearby, just write us. We come up for a barbecue. We come up for something.
That is true.
Fire. We already got a bunch of invites for stuff. So
One thing that I know you talked about when we're going to Baltimore, since we already announced that we're going to Baltimore. Is one thing we talked about was like doing grass and whatnot, or not grass, but beach, like a beach session. One thing we want to kind of bring to the West or to the East Coast. It's only on the West Coast. Is the power of the 4-man volley. We talked about this. We all talked about this. Micah was.
They
there
don't.
in
They don't
spirit.
play it.
No.
no,
4-man volley is pretty
man's
much
really just
only-
Southern California.
Really?
And in the East Coast, you
Well,
like,
Hawaii does it. The daddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
only tournaments though, but nothing like you see out here. Obviously, there's not as easy to go out here, but like I said, there isn't that. It's only West Coast though. Everything past this place, it's very rarely. Maybe you see triples, never
Doubles.
quads.
And mostly doubles.
Exactly, never
Huh.
quads.
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
Okay.
So we'll teach that in Baltimore. We'll go over that a little bit. We have a bunch of. It's mostly adults, but it's open to kids and adults. So if you know anybody, if you're in the Baltimore area, come on down. But it's gonna be sick.
Come on down to Texas.
Come on down.
Kind of feeling bad. That's Baltimore. So one thing you kind of talked about the other day found it really, really interesting, is you hear about like trades in volleyball. Well, you never hear about trades in volleyball. Buyouts. You hear about. I mean, you can follow any Instagram account for basketball, football, or baseball.
Well, yeah, but because those are bigger sports,
Right, and
they're
that makes
USA.
sense. So it's like really, really common. But you also don't ever hear about like the buyouts and all this other stuff for volleyball because one, it rarely happens because there's not that much money being thrown around. Sometimes with the big players. What was it, Trentino? They sold players or whatever.
Yeah, Trentino ran out of money, so they had to sell their best players.
Like, how does that work?
Gianelli, Lucarelli, Namir, and maybe.
Was that
one.
like a buyout?
No, they sold them to the club, to a different club.
How does that like?
You tell them like they buy their contract out.
How much
pretty
money?
They give Trentino the money for it, or there's some buyout clause in their contract at
Yeah,
times too.
yeah.
And it says like in order for them to go, you have to pay the club a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Most players have that in their contract, and it's. I mean, most players don't have buyout the price of Namir too or Gianelli, but sometimes it's like.
Where's
5
Gianelli
bucks.
going?
Gianelli's going to Perugia. He's a setter for Perugia.
Really?
Yeah. Leon, Gianelli, Matt Anderson, all on that team.
Okay.
That was the neat team. What was that? High spot? Was it Nick?
Namir is going to Modena.
Kazan's gonna be so dirty, dude.
Namir's going to Modena.
Namir's going to Modena. That's gonna be nasty team.
That's my favorite team.
Bruno, Ingapeth,
Bruno,
Namir,
Ingapeth, Namir, and Leal.
Leal, yeah.
And Grubenikov.
No Grubenikov left.
Oh, he has to
Well, they
leave
brought
because
Namir.
Where's he going?
they brought Namir.
Yeah.
So where's he going?
He's going up to Russia to frick. I knew this.
How do you keep up with all this?
I just see stuff come on my phone.
Wait, who's on
and
Kazan?
Kazan, it's Volkov,
Yep.
Micah, Mikhailov.
Yep.
Did I see Kliuka sign into it? No. Is he staying in St. Petersburg?
I don't know. He might have.
Volkov. I forgot who the other four
Wait,
were.
Volkov, the outsider.
Yeah, Volkov.
Okay.
I forgot the other foreigners. I'm blanking on. We'll get.
Well, they'll only have one more foreigner.
And I think it's an out. It might be an outside.
Huh.
Because they keep Mikhailov. They bring in.
Bednor's his thing or no?
I don't think
Maybe.
so.
Okay. Where's he going?
I don't know. Maybe back to Poland.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow.
Everybody's going to. A lot of people go to Poland now.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to Poland for sure.
Poland's gonna be just loaded this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be gnarly. Oh well. Take my licks, take my cracks.
Yeah, how are you? I mean,
That's what McGregor says.
Take your cracks. Take your money. That's the most important thing.
Take
Floyd
your
Mayweather.
licks.
Wait, so how is your team compared to other teams in Poland?
Oh, not good.
Do you have, are they revamped, or are you just out there setting nobody?
What do you mean revamped?
Well, like you said, you guys weren't good last year. I'm guessing. So
Yeah,
maybe you got a
we're
few
also
more.
not. No, we're worse. We have less money this year.
Hopefully, Micah's team isn't watching this right now.
Well, they know it too, as much as I would. That there's
It's not
less money.
Yeah.
So you can hit?
No,
Why not?
I will not be hitting.
Why will you not be hitting?
I'm not gonna jump back to hitting after I just
Why
for the
not?
first time got comfortable.
Why
setting.
not?
Cause I don't know. Also, Joe asked me this the other day, right, Joe? You're like, where do you think you'd be if you were hitting right now?
Yeah.
I was like, probably in France. I'd like to think.
Not Poland?
Poland's just difficult to get into.
Did it.
Well, as an outside too, it'd be difficult for me. You just have to be so good. I don't know. Maybe if I played really really well last year as an outside.
How well do you think, in terms of U.S. national team stuff, how high in the depth chart on the outside would you be? There's some names out there who'd be above.
Ooh, that's super.
I'd be above
That's a super
this
good
guy.
question. I don't know. I'm trying to think because I was at VNL. I was hitting and I was actually numbers wise doing really well. I'd be in the mix of 5, 6, 7, 8. Because obviously you have
8?
Yeah, let me think of
8?
Because in VNL, I think they took 6, and I was probably somewhere in there, or maybe they took more than that. No, 8. They take a lot. There was Langlois, who's done now, even though he played really well sometimes when I was playing with him.
Sometimes.
He played
Langlois.
NBA. He still plays NBA.
Oh, that's right.
NBA, I think, or maybe one.
But
of them,
he's
I might
also
get
a
yelled at.
super good middle.
I heard that.
And who'd you hear it from?
Oh, just around the
He's
national team.
he's incredible.
He didn't want to
Such a good middle.
Did he ever want to convert or no?
I don't think so.
He
no.
converted. Did he convert or was he always LDS?
I don't know. I think he. That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
To which?
No,
volleyball?
if he was always LDS or not.
Who knows? Who knows?
I think he was. Anyways, Langlois, DeFalco, Mongastillo, Jayski, Sander, Aaron Russell. Me. Who else was in there?
You were considered outside on that roster.
I don't know what. I think I was a setter, but I played
Transformer.
just as many, pretty much.
I was a transformer.
The Swiss Army knife.
I was an Autobot on that team.
They put me as utility or athlete. You
You.
know when? Isn't the NFL draft? There's just athletes. They're like athlete.
No.
Yeah.
They always give a position.
No, I'm
not an athlete.
Guys, you can comment there.
Athlete,
But I'm pretty
not an
sure,
athlete.
like, in the draft or, like, at the combine, a person's position would be athlete. And it's usually guys that do, like, running back, wide receiver, slot, and, like, DB or some combination of those.
Okay.
If they're, like, a skilled position.
Utility.
So what
I
about
don't
your
know.
team?
My team.
Yeah, that's delicious. We asked about him. He said he's gonna be nowhere near the top in Poland.
Yeah, nowhere near.
I like to think our team's gonna be. Well, my team that I'm going to is finished in the semis last year. Lost a close one in the semis.
To you guys.
To me, yeah.
Almost
Joe,
had you
bring him
guys a
back.
couple times.
She'll literally bring him back.
Yeah.
They,
So you're doing the
That's
opposite.
right.
You're doing the opposite of what KD did.
if we would have lost, dude, if we would have lost,
Yeah.
we would be in Champions League this year. My new club.
Ooh.
Joe, what are you doing, man?
My whole team is joking about it with me in the locker room. But we're playing in CV Cup, so that's cool. But I think, from what I've heard, everybody says that our team this year is supposed to be better than they were last year.
I think they are, dude.
Yeah.
The top
They got Joe.
That's true.
No, we got this Brazilian kid. He's TikTok. Arthur
TikTok famous?
not. Dude, yeah, he's got like and Instagram. This kid's got like.
Is he like really good looking or something?
I mean,
Is he really
Pull him
hot?
up.
Yeah, pull him up right now.
You
Let's
could
see
show
him.
like TikTok and Instagram. He's huge
He's just,
for like.
how old young is he?
For like being a young player.
How many followers?
TikTok.
28?
TikTok, he has like so many, but
28,000? That's a lot. On
Sounds kinda
Instagram?
hot.
for his because he's a young kid too. He's pretty
I want
hot,
to see him.
Right base.
but he's like.
He looks like he's like 15.
Oh,
Joe.
wow. Interesting.
He's like 15.
Yeah.
He looks like
The kid
he's
hits,
21
like-
years old.
Yeah,
Oh, he's young.
he hits like dude. He hits. Wait till you see him hit a bic, dude. I'm like, oh my gosh, he just said it over the.
Is he in the
literally on top
Brazilian
of the
national
net.
team?
I don't know.
We're all just watching.
He's 21 years
Sick.
old.
Yeah,
Dang, this guy's physical.
yeah.
Physical.
He'll be fun to set for sure.
And you had
Dang.
Jordan, and you had Dalton.
Yeah. You guys also will be good because just your flat out chemistry.
Yeah.
You guys will
I'm
be able
seeing a fan of
to.
mine, TikTok.
You guys will be able to like problem solve and work together so well. You guys already have existing relationships where like,
Yeah, no, for sure.
especially where like you're the leader, so you don't have to go into a new professional like
It's on TikTok.
the new.
163,000. Is it just him and his girlfriend?
Oh my
Him.
gosh!
Yeah, he's big. Yeah, he's like all social media, like just because of his big like videos. He just posts his big videos all the time, and they just get like millions of views.
Jesus.
Oh, he's getting up there. Look at that. Oh my god.
New member
bro.
value system.
Oh my god. Doesn't speak a lick of English.
Jesus.
No, he
Hey,
speaks
one thing
really
about
good
chemistry.
English.
One thing about chemistry is so we're about to post our first grass vlog. We had our first grass practice the other day. Obviously, our chemistry between us is obviously pretty good. Very similar players as well. But one thing that you asked, you were like, one thing is you're like, obviously you're the better at the power part than I am and hitting over people because I'm not doing that.
I don't know about power part.
Okay, but
I would say you hit-
you're more of an effective attacker. I'll say that.
Yeah. You're
And
more
then-
shooting.
Exactly. So, and you asked and this is what my dad always told us when we were younger. And this, any young players out there, this is some guru for you right here. So you've always been you've been a smaller kid playing older age groups, right? But you always had the ability to jump and hit pretty well, right?
Yeah.
So for Joe and I, until I was about, because I always played up and everything, even in beach tournaments.
Yeah.
So I was around 14, 15 years old. I really couldn't hit on a net. So all I could do was just shot.
That's
I'm serious.
crazy.
I'm serious, dude. So I'd have to shoot every single shot. So we got really, really good at that. And so then we got taller. And now I can hit or I can shoot. I can do both.
Right.
And I think you always had the ability
Yeah.
to go out there and just
be
just
athletic.
muscle through everything.
Yeah.
And you're freaking insane at shots, don't get me wrong. But
No,
I think
no,
you're
makes
asking,
sense.
like, what's the difference between that and that? So if you're a young player out there, make sure when you're younger, even if you're bigger, and Mike is still insanely well, to make sure you practice shots and practice everything.
Yeah.
And for the smaller guys out there, too, if you're listening, that's also helpful. Because, I mean...
Dude, we used to go. So we had this like kind of crappy. The sand was nice, but it was just a crappy kind of court out behind our middle school. And every single day, our dad would meet us directly. Like we would run from our class to the court, and everybody would ask why, straight out to the back, and we'd literally be there, and we'd have to hit like each corner like in a row. How many times? We hit like each corner 50 times, not in a row. But there's sometimes we'd have to go in a row, and it would be less than that. But we'd go like 50 times each corner, and serve 50 times each corner.
Cuddy shot.
We had all these
Oh
drills,
my
these
God.
crazy drills, and people, like all the kids would be walking home from school, and we'd just be like My dad would just be killing us always. That's the stuff we had to do.
Oh,
always.
I remember. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I played you guys on the beach, and
Yeah.
you guys were like walking under the net without ducking.
We-
Like, I was like, oh my god, these guys. But also like, I don't know. Me and Tui are not the type to like underestimate any. Like, you know what I mean? We're not like
you
going
guys
in there.
beat us by, it was like, I think you guys beat us like 17-21 or 16.
Oh yeah, no, it was like the closest game we had the entire.
5 points. I mean, you guys were killing everyone.
They kill you. Micah and Tui killed everybody.
Well, it was Tui, but so Tui is, I don't know if you guys know him. If you do know him,
Cookie Man.
goes by Cookie Man now. But this guy was as tall as he is now at 12s and was the best.
No.
He's the best hands down junior player in USA history.
Are you talking about in terms of skill?
I'm talking about in terms of whatever you want to talk about.
So you're saying he's better than TJ or
guaranteed.
Taylor Sander?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
You didn't even see Taylor Sander when you were younger.
I'm guaranteeing that.
You've never seen these guys play.
Doesn't matter.
There's Tui's good, but I don't know that.
Tui,
good. By the end,
Tui's
by
the best.
when he got older, though, people started catching up, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like 12s to 16s, there's no one that's going to compete
Oh,
with
you're
this guy.
saying 12 to 16?
In terms of how successful he was, too.
But juniors is still 12 to 18s.
Yeah, but I'm talking 12 to 16s.
So if he was the best.
Like and I'm talking about really like 12, 13, 14. He's no one. He won MVP. We set him every ball.
Right.
We wouldn't lose because we set him every ball.
Right.
And he got MVP of every single tournament we were in. Who's ever done that?
No, you're right. I'm just saying when he got older. When do you realize people start catching up? That's a real question. To anyone.
Yeah, do the Tui when you think.
When I think of Tui, yeah.
Well, when do you realize people start catching up to like
To
anyone on your team? Like for me, it was
ooh. I mean,
for us, it was opposite though.
the rest of us,
Yeah,
we were never separated.
that's true.
It was Tui. I'm telling you. 12s, 13s, 14s.
When
The rest of us
when
were-
did you guys notice it
were
got
average.
harder though? When did you get noticed it got harder to win?
It was harder when we were young.
No, I know that, but you guys were always in pretty much no matter
No,
what.
no.
The
The
scores-
hardest years to win were my youngest years.
What do you mean
12s
lost
and
your
13s.
18s year?
Well, yeah, I didn't win that one, so that would be the hardest one. But of the ones that we won, the hardest one was 12s. The Puerto Ricans that was the best Puerto
We
Rican
watched
team.
that team, yeah.
No, Puerto Rican cookie. It's the best Puerto
that
Rican
was
team
the
of all
headband guy.
of all time.
Yeah, they were
It has
huge.
the most people playing at a high level.
Was that with John? No, John was.
Yeah, John Rivera, John Henry was the opposite. Brian Negron, Ricardo, Danny Rivera. The setter was this kid named Babel.
Babel.
But yeah, there are two outsides were like incredible. Like everyone was incredible on that
I
team.
watched that game. Me and Tino, we were in the top. Me, Joe, Tino, my dad were in
Yes.
the top right of the. Standings.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
We watched that.
Wait, why did we watch it?
You guys were there?
We were in the
Yeah.
same tournament as you. We got last place.
We won a single set. We won one set.
Serious?
We won one set. We won one
Get
set.
out of here!
I'm not kidding.
You
We've been
did-
in
I thought
national.
you-
You were
I
at
thought
the-
you knew that.
No.
Okay. Yeah,
We've
yeah.
been in
Why were
nationals.
you playing up? Why weren't you playing at your?
Because when we started playing at 6 and 7 U12. So
We went to
Oh,
nationals.
that's right.
Our first time. I've been to nationals. There's only twice I didn't go to nationals since I was 7 or 8.
And I was one of the older kids on our team. We had like super young kids.
Me and
on
Joe
our
were
team.
only 6'2". We had one guy. He was about 5'3", going up left and block and right. We played Brinkwinkle key too. So he had to go
yeah,
one
that's the
blocker
best.
and he had to go try and go block
Oh
of one.
my god!
And he was only in 3 rotations. So
Oh my god!
For the other 3, we didn't have a blocker. We'd have a single block. We couldn't even touch the top
Oh
of the tape.
my god!
one guy got blasted straight in the face. He was right down the 10-foot line because he was
Dude,
a
we
right
played
front.
we played Brinking Koki and they'd bounce.
Yeah, they had bounced.
They would bounce. I remember warming up
still-
like boom boom.
We still have the games playing them, video.
We should get that.
We have it. It's all every single game since we were about 8 years old. We have all on my dad's computer.
All right, I need to see Brinking Koki. I want to see what they were actually like because in my memory they were incredible.
They were. I mean, I don't
And
know
I
if
wanna
you see
see-
them going
We
as
played a
hard.
Wednesday.
We did.
I want to
They
know
weren't
what
going
it
as
looks
hard,
like to
though.
really see it because that's crazy that you have that because
Yeah.
it's like a memory where I just thought for the rest of my life I'd have to go off my memory.
No, we
But
had,
no,
we
I
had
get
the
to see
video.
it.
Down.
I think every
Against
parent-
no block though. You get to see me.
Yeah. Hitting lines. It was awesome. Hitting lines with targets.
We were so.
You were just there to get them better.
Was that the one that you had to? So Gage and I used to do a nationals haircuts.
Yeah.
And we used to get our club name shaved in our head, or he got a target. He drew a target on the top.
I was crazy.
How did
I
your
did a
parents let you
mohawk.
do that? Because you guys are just so into it.
Yeah. I mean, they're like, all right, yeah. My dad loved it actually.
You see my
He
dad?
drew a target on his head, like this.
I got hit a couple times.
Oh my gosh.
For 14's year, the first time we ever medaled, we were super stoked with Pac Rim. He had this huge mohawk.
Oh,
You
that's
see
freaking
pictures of
sick.
that?
I have seen that.
I
Oh
like go
my
with the
gosh.
mohawk. I like go with the
That's
mohawk.
insane.
My mohawk looks pretty.
Every morning he put the mohawk.
That's crazy.
Got to be glued. I
Oh
can
my
still smell
gosh.
it on my hands.
That's insane.
Dude, I want everyone to like. Dude, if I'm a parent,
Maybe we need to do
you
it.
need.
I-
what were you saying?
No, I was gonna say we need to do a haircut for
Dude,
tournament.
I'm growing everything out. I'm growing everything
Sorry,
out.
I didn't mean to cut
I'm
you
gonna
off.
shave my neck beard. Gonna grow this out. I'm gonna grow this out. Like I said, I've said this 1,000 times.
For the tournament?
For our 5-week trip, I'm gonna be looking mangy as AF, okay?
Alright.
And but if you're a parent, dude, you need to record your kids' games. I'll say this again and again and again. If I'm a parent, I'll record my kids' games because I mean, how many people?
Yeah,
Like how many people have that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
You're right.
no matter what sport, I don't care. Well, I mean, if it's not a good sport, I might just put the camera down. But let's not do it.
Oh, the camera's dying. I gotta do it now.
I was always like the most disrespectful thing my mom did. We'd be like killing a team. I'd just see her. Go get breakfast ready. Take the camera down. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh, that means you guys are no good.
Ooh, that's trash. She's like, I think we record this one. She just looks. I'm like, Mom, you savage, dude.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
I'm sure we can breakfast to it.
I can do the casseroles fired up.
Oh my god.
Dude, one thing is like also, one thing that I didn't understand. So I was extremely spoiled in terms of the functionality and the structuredness of our pace bootlegger team. We used to play for pace bootlegger. We were in Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
Before we moved over to California and started playing when I was 11. Joe was like 13, 12. And no, 12. I was in 5th grade. You were in 7th grade. And then but one thing I didn't understand is pace bootlegger and Packer, and we always had the best lunches, the best snacks, everything like that, right?
Everything.
And I remember
We
showing
had the
up
first
to-
spot always right in front of the
Yeah,
campus.
right in front, and they'd all smell it, and they'd walk past us, and they'd be like, "Oh," because we had like we had a bunch of ethnicity on our team, so it's different cultures, bringing the best of the best, and they're all great cooks.
Okay.
We had grandma, R.I.P.
Rest in
grandma,
peace.
Yeah.
and she would get there. Let's say the game started at 8, she'd get there at 4 a.m. to get that spot.
Yeah, she'd
She'd
get
be
there
there
at
in a
5.
chair.
I
She'd
remember
be in a chair.
Yeah, I remember
Wild.
hearing about that.
Grandma Fran.
She'd save everybody parking spots right in front of the convention center. Like
Oh
our whole team.
my
And she would literally get in like verbal
How-
fights about it.
Yeah, she would yell it. She wouldn't let anybody. in.
No way!
Yeah.
She would literally do that?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
would. And no one's gonna mess with Grandma Fran. Come on now. And
So we'd have that. Yeah, it was so.
Dude, how many spots did she save alone?
She just put chairs in like so many different spots.
and just man them.
Yeah. Oh, she would not let anybody.
it's kind of funny because people didn't like it, but we were all cool guys. But we won a lot, right? And so that's why people just they're like, oh, those guys are arrogant, even though we weren't. We weren't arrogant whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, you played on our team.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like, you know, so people just thought that. So that pissed them off even more probably. But one thing, so we
What about
always
when
had,
Patrick would say, I am the eye?
That's the one thing. If I was playing against the guy that did that, I would hate that guy. I would hate the guy that did that.
Patrick, man, he's a beast though. He was standing.
You can
up running.
explain that to the
So the Eye of
listeners.
Sauron, basically for a little Lord of the Rings reference is the Eye of Sauron, obviously the huge tower that the Eye of Sauron beams down on, right? So about Nationals, I think I've told this story, I forget. Before Nationals, when we were facing TJ DeFalco, Josh Tuaniga, Blake Markland, Ben Vaught, Ryan Benson,
Blake Diamond.
who was
Davis Gillette was on that team.
no, he wasn't. He was on Huntington High School. He was on OCBC.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, wow.
big
You're
brain.
you're nasty.
Big brain. Dude, I remember all my games. It's kind of weird. I suck with school. I'm good suck with out of school. I'm great at getting out of system work done, and I'm great at remembering my games. Other than that, I can't do anything. So everything else is just a blur. No, but what happened was
There's so many
no,
other
who
things
else?
you need to know.
Driving.
Driving, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and it was,
Anything else, can't do.
Damn.
This is a vegetable.
Of course, it was Shane, who was on Long Beach, the middle,
Holdaway.
and then Gimbal. Yeah.
Shane Holdaway, Kimball.
Yeah, Kibble, who quit and now boxer. I don't know how he is in that, but I wish him the best of luck. I would not go in a ring with that guy. I'm just kidding. But no, so what happened was we're like, okay, they're kind of touching their dude because obviously they're very disciplined. TJ's a really good blocker. He's good at jab blocking, getting hands on balls. So we're like, Patrick, he's like 6'10". And we're like, dude, why are we setting him so low? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad's like,
No, it wasn't that we were setting him low, or he just
Was he
wasn't
late?
fast enough. He was
Oh,
late
okay.
every single time, and he was hitting he was hitting the ball low, and he was late every time.
so what we do is, my dad called the ISR. We set him about 1.5 2 ball. And he was on time now, and he was in over ball. And
He was
hated
on
it, dude.
time.
You forgot to say how much he hated it when we first.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
He's like, oh my god, like I'm getting like, because he thought like the ego thing. He's like, oh my god, blah blah. If you know
I'm hitting
Patrick,
two
you are.
Yeah,
For those listening who know Patrick, you know what we're talking about.
Remember when Patrick was whining so much to Ken about the jump serve? Yeah. Ken Shibuya was like, it's okay, Patrick, don't get in your own head. And he would just punt balls. And I'm like, oh, this is so
Dude, we would
bad.
have to run so much because Patrick would literally be punting balls in
Yeah.
practice
Yeah.
in the stand. But my dad kept him in check. But obviously, when he got somewhere else,
Dude,
didn't get kept in check.
Patrick, there's sometimes he was in tears.
Dude, yeah, straight up. He got kicked out the first. Joe, you didn't know this? The first practice of my junior year, right after Joe left, first practice, he shows up late and then gets kicked out of practice. First practice,
How
punts
did
the
he
ball
At Hawaii.
at Hawaii. Yeah, shows up late. Blah 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 blah. Punts the ball.
That's a rule in Ace. I don't know if people know that, but
If you catch
if
it.
you punt a ball, yeah, if somebody catches that, it's a
How
beer.
many people think you know what ace is?
That's it.
We have to do something about that.
Yeah.
We gotta do something.
Come on.
Ace for sure.
That needs to make it.
we gotta set up like a high level ace match.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely,
You just
we
have
do.
to cover up the beverages and somehow with koozies.
Yeah.
Or else.
No, we absolutely need
Opposite
that.
some koozies.
Those
You
could
make
go.
an ace.
I don't know, dude.
6 man, you just
Pretty
walk
good.
around with those.
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be super smart.
We could get our team using them.
Hey, merch guy over here.
Merch. Soon to be the merch guy right
Soon to be
here.
merch.
We're also coming out with a tour shirt. I'm excited for that.
Dude, first of all of our merch is restocked, by the way. Besides the board, the Slunks are coming. They're taking forever. They're all recycled material, so big shout out to Slunks. They're coming at the
We had
end
to
of the
get
month.
4 bottles.
And also, we have tons of items. If you see us around this weekend, all those guys at the SoCal Cup, you guys are going to be hearing this Saturday, Sunday. We'll have Dr. Price's vitamins, the electrolytes. Come check it out. It's one of our sponsors. And we'll be at every tournament with them, so come try them out. They're awesome. Big shout out. The link's below. We've had a bunch of people already try them out who listen to the show, and they love them. I'm not just saying this, like straight up. Like people are already buying them, and they love all the electrolytes that they've bought. So we definitely recommend those. So check the link in the bio.
Sometimes they get just random people. And they're like, oh, I got the electrolytes from my
I know.
friends. Just random my friends.
Really?
They're like, yeah, my mom got this. I'm like, wait, what? Your mom listens to our show? Sick. Wow.
Sorry for that one episode about Gage.
Which one?
You know which one.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Sorry about that.
I was on it for the national championship one.
Yeah.
That was on a power
He
trip.
came straight from the club.
I
You
would-
were.
no,
You
I
came
wasn't.
at Joe too.
I was an egotistical maniac. I don't know what got into me. I was crazy. I was crazy with the power. Just it hits me. I don't know. But I'm good
Are you
now.
actually telling the truth?
No, I don't
Because
remember.
it seems like that might have been.
That could have been it. That could have been it. I don't really know what happened. But I was just riled up. I was fired up.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways. Our tour shirts. They can't see our tour. Oh, can they see the camera? No, they can't. Thank God.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a close one. Almost a linked tour shirt right there. A linked tour shirt. All right, guys. Anything else you guys want to add?
Oh, thank you. Big shout out to the sponsors. Again, merchandise, sweatshirts, shirts are all back online, all sizes. Go get them. They're very limited again. But we'll have them all throughout the trip and tour at all of the events this summer. So for sure, be repping out a system. Send us all we love getting all the pics. We'll post a bunch once we get them all together. Put them on your story. It's super sick. We saw some kids do photo shoots with our stuff on this week.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's sick.
They got pineapples too. They bought pineapples and they were doing like photo shoots with
That's
us.
insane.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. We see people. Occasionally, I see people with abscess around here.
Yeah.
So if you want to be one of those people, then we'll make that happen. Anyways, boys, lads, always a pleasure hopping on with a mic with you guys. No matter where we are, in the bathroom, in the sink, in 5-foot spaces, doesn't matter. I love you, boys. Just remember, if you can't handle the heat, get out the damn kitchen. This has been another episode presented by Out of System.